Hey guys, it's Brandon here. This video is just going to be on comparing the costs and the benefits of owning a house versus renting, kind of getting to the bottom line of all that, what do the numbers really look like. And I did another video on the costs of owning a house, all of the costs, and kind of coming to like a conclusion basically on what it would look like monthly and yearly for those costs. So just to kind of recap, I said in the other video on a $250,000 house, it's going to be something like $8,000 to $9,000 a year, roughly. It's just a total rough estimate, not a guarantee at all. But breaking it down on a monthly basis, it might be somewhere between $700 to $800 a month for the cost of owning a house on a $250,000 house. So if you own a house that's $500,000 and it's located somewhere outside of Peterborough, the numbers obviously could be totally different. So with the benefits of owning a house, the benefits, and there's another video I did too on this, there's 4 of them. One of them is not so much a benefit. It is, in my opinion. You're not making money though, you're just putting it somewhere, and that's your equity, that's paying off your mortgage. You're not going to be making money on it, you're just putting it somewhere to take out later when you go to sell the house. So then the second one is renovations, and renovations is a skill, it's an art. You can watch it on TV, on HGTV. But if you know what you're doing in a renovation and were to allocate the money into the house, into the finishes and the things that buyers will pay you more for on resale rather than on structural improvements just to get it up to code or up to standard to live in, you can definitely be making money on renovations. So if you put $10,000 in and your goal is you want to up the value to $15,000 and make $5,000 of profit, well hey, you just made $5,000, and that's very common. So renovations, equity, the other one's renting. If you rent out your basement, you might be able to pull in $800, $900 a month, and then more or less. And then the fourth one is appreciation. And right now it's a big number in Peterborough, it's around 9%. Picking a more conservative number, say like 5%, is pretty normal. So even I'm gonna go based off that number, 5%, rather than 9, because 9 is really high, and it might not be sustainable for 10 years. But say 5%, a $250,000 house, let's just say, cost you $8,000 a year. 5%, it's going to make you $12,500 from year one to, from when you bought it to the end of year one. So if you were to sell it, then you would ideally, in theory, make that much money. There's a lot of other things to consider too when you sell a house, like the strategies you're going to use to get more offers and maybe sell it for more than market value. That's stuff I talk about when I meet with homeowners, and that's different. So just considering the appreciation alone with the costs, $12,500 versus the $8,000, you're benefiting by $4,500 just on owning a house and doing nothing to it in 1 year, 5% appreciation. Definitely worth it. The next one would be renting, and the renting alone, if you're renting at $800, $900 a month, you're covering the cost right there plus another $100. That's definitely worth it too. And then with renovations, you could really screw it up, drop $20,000 in your house and doesn't increase value at all, and you lose all that money. So there's definitely ways to lose money in real estate, but overall my message is, to the bottom line of all that, on owning a house, you're most likely, especially even if you just sit on it and do nothing and you know, a year, 2, 3 years, you're going to make money on it. And then versus taking that and putting it against in comparison to renting, if you rent for $700, $800 a month, all that money is gone, it's lost. So obviously if you can make at minimum $4,500, $5,000 a year just by doing nothing in 1 year to your house versus paying $9,400 if you're paying $800 a month in rent, or sorry, $9,600 a year in total for the rent, it's obviously more worth it to own a house. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Hopefully I wasn't too all over the place. The bottom line is it's definitely worth it, in my opinion, to own some real estate. Take care, guys.